And again, Christians, get out and vote just this time. You won't have to do it anymore. 4 more years, you know what? It'll be fixed. It'll be fine. You won't have to vote anymore, my beautiful Christians. I love you, Christians. I'm a Christian. I love you. Get out. You got to get out and vote. In 4 years, you don't have to vote again. We'll have it fixed so good you're not going to have to vote.
The president should direct the DOJ and the Attorney General not to prosecute individuals under an interpretation of the law with which the FEC, Federal Election Commission, the expert agency designated by Congress to enforce the law civilly and issue regulations establishing the standards under which the law is applied, does not agree. Basically what that's saying is, if I, as the president or somebody on his staff or in his administration, say something or try to do something that kind of bends the law a little bit, they don't want the FEC to get with the DOJ and prosecute that person for trying to do that because they want to try to tamper with the law. It gets deeper. It is fundamentally unfair for the Department of Justice to prosecute an individual for supposedly violating the law which the FEC has previously determined that a similarly situated individual has not violated the law. Furthermore, this rule should apply even when it is tied or a 3-3 vote by the FEC commissioners, whether in an enforcement action or an advisory opinion, since under the statute the FEC cannot take any actions unless there are 4 affirmative votes. Basically what they're saying is, on the panel, if they vote and the vote is tied, they should not send that to the DOJ to investigate further. Where I guess in the past, even if it was a tied vote, even though the FEC regulations say it has to be a 4-3 majority, even if it's a tied vote, they would still send it to the FEC just to make sure everything is good to go. What Project 2025 is saying, even if it's a tied vote, don't send it to the DOJ. Now, Trump told those people that if they vote now, they won't have to ever vote again. Why is he saying that? And why am I talking about the FEC? If you take a look at this screenshot, these are the 5 people whose terms on the FEC is coming to an end, and the president needs to help with the Senate replace those people on the FEC. There is a long-held political tradition since the FEC's founding that when a commission slot held by a member of the opposition political party opens up, the president consults with and nominates the chosen nominee of the opposition party's leader in the Senate. In exchange, the Senate party leader and his caucus agree to approve the president's nominees to fill an empty position for the president's political party. It has also been customary to advance the 2 nominees of the different political parties at the same time. This bipartisan pairing has historically permitted easy confirmation of both parties' selectees. Just to keep it fair, because the president is in charge, but he negotiates with the opposition party to put people on the FEC. That way both political parties are represented when it comes time for election commission rules and regulations. And now I bring it home. The president assuming office in 2025 must ensure if the 3 Republican commissioners do not wish to remain on the FEC past their terms, that nominees for these positions share the views of those commissioners. Also, to the extent that the president has the ability to negotiate with the Democratic Party leader in the Senate, he should try to temper any choice of the opposition party to ensure that this individual does not have extreme views on aggressive over-enforcement that would severely restrict political speech and protected party, campaign, and associational activities. The key word here, people, is ops. They keep saying opposition party. We need to focus on the GOPs. The GOP is the ops. If Donald Trump gets into the White House, he's going to go, or his people are going to go to the FEC, either have those guys extend their term, have the Republicans on the FEC extend their terms. If they don't want to extend their terms, they're going to let them go, but they're going to find someone with those like-minded individuals' thought process and ideology. Then he's going to go to the Senate and tell the Senate, I'll negotiate with you because I want to get my people on the FEC. But what you're not going to do is you're not going to put a person out there that we feel is extreme, when really all that person is trying to do is enforce the law properly, and have that liberal person mess up what we're trying to do on the FEC. And that's why when he tells them that if they vote now and put him in office,
and we'll have it fixed so good you're not going to have to vote.
That is what he's talking about. What do you think?